Do not bow to public pressure and prematurely ease COVID-19 restrictions. That's the appeal being made to Prime Minister Andrew Holness. The appeal comes from President of the Medical Association of Jamaica, Dr. Andrew Manning. The recommendation comes after some private sector groups are lobbying the government to modify the restrictions, including a reduction of the nightly curfew hours. But Dr. Manning says the government should stay on track with what has been working so far until the country's COVID-19 positivity rate is satisfactory.
There are several international authorities, health authorities, that recommend having a positivity rate of less than 5% for at least 2 weeks before easing the restrictions. And I think that that is something that we can use as a guideline. The authorities will have to look and see how we're going to use those guidelines for our local situation. But when you bear in mind the limited capacity that we have with respect to bed space, especially ICU bed space for COVID patients, I think we need to be very cautious. But based on that guideline, I don't think we're at a point yet when we should be easing restrictions.
And Associate Professor at the School of Public Health at UTech, Alverston Bailey, has echoed the same sentiments. He says with the current fluctuating infection rate, Jamaica is not yet at a place to relax measures.
For example, on the 4th of May, the positivity rate was 13.2. On the 11th of May, 12.8. On the 23rd of May, 12.5. On the 30th of May, 13.3. We are flat. Therefore, it means that we are plateaued. And therefore, it means that the option we have really is either to tighten the restrictions or to keep the restrictions as they are. And as I mentioned before, start looking seriously at ramping up vaccination.
And Professor Bailey outlined an action plan which he believes will cause COVID-19 cases in Jamaica to continue to decline.
Let us keep the restrictions as is and actively pursue the acquisition of the vaccines, get persons vaccinated as quickly as possible, and then we'll start seeing a significant downward movement of the trajectory. If we loosen restrictions even marginally, we might start seeing an upward movement of the positivity rate.
Sandy Williams, Frontline News.